This video will be about Chapter 5.4 Energy Sources. We have skipped Chapter 5.3 Heat Transfer as this topic involves many experiments, and also it is better for you to learn the next chapter first before we come back to the heat transfer process. Again, before we start, I need you to pre-read the following part. Textbook 92 to 93, page 90 to 93, and also 121 to 133. Most of the part in this chapter is quite factual and straightforward. I will just give you some of the brief ideas and also some of the supplementary information in this video. Now, for this video, it is only part 1 of this chapter, energy sources. Now, go back to the 7 forms of energy. Which one you think that it is the most useful one in daily life? Now, here are the 7 forms of energy. Now, I need you to think about this first, and I'm not sure you get my answer. For me, I would choose electrical energy. The reason is, for electrical energy, it is a very useful form of energy that can be converted to other forms easily by making use of different devices or electrical appliances. For example, we can convert the electrical energy into kinetic energy of the fan. We can convert them into the thermal energy, just like the example of the boiler or the iron. Light energy, just like television, or sound energy in the computer, and so on. So in our daily life, we actually make use electrical energy a lot. We use them a lot. Our problem is, how can we generate electricity? How can we get electrical energy? Of course, I know that it will be great if we have Ford or Pikachu to supply electrical energy to us. However, in daily life, to obtain electricity or obtain electrical energy, we need to make use of the following devices. Now, this is a device that can be useful to generate electricity. It looks like a fan. Yes, if you study engineering, this part is the same. We call this one the turning part, a turbine, 涡輪機 turbine. This turbine is something that can be turned. Usually, the turbine will be connected to a generator. If we connect the turbine to a generator, if we can turn the generator, it can generate electricity. If you study physics in Form 5, you learn about electricity. You know you will learn more about how to generate electricity. But Form 1 level, we just focus on how to turn the turbine, 點樣轉呢個渦輪機 in order to obtain electricity. Now, we go back to this part, page 92 to 93 first, about energy conversion in the generation of electricity. For page 92 and 93, we have a model, and I'll show you the video of this model to generate electricity. However, I need you to pre-read this part first before we watch the video of this so-called experiment. 爆咪警告生效 the video, the sound will be a little bit loud, okay? 所以唔該你將你個 volume 降低少先。Okay, warning, loud voice here. 飛一次俾我拍先。
Your teacher will set up the apparatus as shown. Add water to the boiler until it is about 3/4 full. Put some cotton wool in the fuel trough. Wet the cotton wool completely with alcohol. Light the alcohol in the fuel trough to heat the water in the boiler. What happens to the wheel? What happens to the light bulb? What is the energy conversion that takes place in each step of the process of generating electricity?
Alright, we should have this in the school, however, we can't meet each other now. Okay, so that's why I just show you the picture and also the video. Now show you the model here again. We have a boiler to contain some water inside, to just like a metal water bottle. And we'll put some fuel under this boiler and we burn the fuel. In this case, we burn some alcohol. You know alcohol in these 3 months already. The water inside the boiler will boil. They will turn into steam, and the steam will go through these steam pipes. And eventually, there are some parts, 有啲零件咁嘅嘢 it can rotate the wheel. The wheel is turning, and this will turn the generator, 會轉動嗰個發電機. The generator, if it's turning, it can generate electricity to make the light bulb light up. Now, this is the steam engine. In fact, this is a model of generator in the power station. 發電廠嘅發電機大概用呢個方式去運作嘅。Okay, so I need you to turn to page 92 to 93 and mark down the observations. Now for question number 4, this one is straightforward. I'm not going to ask you, or I'm not need you to have time for it. The light bulbs will light up and the wheel rotates. Very simple. However, I need you to have some time to think about the energy conversion for each of the steps. Page 93. Now, I need you to pause the video and use a pencil to write down what kind of energy is involved in each stage. Energy stored in the field. Or remember this, stored in the field. Energy of the steam. Energy of the wheel. Energy generated by the heat generator. And what are the energy form is given out by the light bulb. Okay, I need you to fill this part first before I tell you the answer. Okay, pause the video. Okay, please pause the video. I assume that you have completed this part, so let's check the answers here. We have chemical energy stored in the fuel. If it burns, turn into kinetic energy of steam, moving steam. The moving steam will move the wheel. The moving wheel will move the generator, and the generator will generate electrical energy. The electrical energy goes to the light bulb and is eventually turned to light and thermal energy of the light bulb. So this is the process involved in the steam engine. Now, how about generating electricity in the power station? The plan will look like this. So I go to the laser pointer again here. In the power station, we still have the turbine. It is moved by the hot steam. The turbine then connected to a generator. If you can turn the turbine, the generator will move, will rotate to generate electricity. So how can we get the hot steam? We have the water here. We have the water going into this pipe, and we have a chamber here. 有一個位置，有一個室啦，我叫做 the chamber for the fuel to burn. You put some fuel 燃料 into this room and burn it. They will release the thermal energy. The thermal energy will boil the water to get the hot and moving steam to turn the turbine, rotate the turbine, and eventually generate electricity. So the plan will be like this. The thermal energy stored inside the burning fuel is released to boil the water to steam. The steam drives the turbine to drives the generator. The generator, the kinetic energy of the moving generator is converted to electrical energy of the generator by the generator. But this will be our next problem. How can we heat up the water to get the steam? How can we heat it up? We need to use the fuel. So again, it would be great if we have something to generate the fire to give us the thermal energy. So it would be great like the left-hand side, this one. I like this animation. If you use a thermal energy, if you can get the electrical energy back, very great. But of course, in daily life, we don't have these two Pokemon in our daily life. So we need to use fossil fuels, 化石燃料。Here are some of the examples you will learn this in primary school or in daily life. Coal, 煤 crude oil, 石油或者叫原油 natural gas, 天然氣 These are the examples of fossil fuels. My question will be, why they are called fossil fuels? 點解叫化石燃料嘅？ What are the meanings of fossil and fuels here? Now, Form 3 actually I have already taught. I have taught this part. Fuels 中文叫燃料 That means something we can burn to release energy. 可以燃燒嘅物料就叫做燃料。我用 mouse 寫字好核突。How about fossil？ 點解叫化石燃料嘅？你去 BBQ 嘅時候，你有一啲木炭，嗰啲可以燃燒出嚟。嗰啲叫燃料。Of course, we call charcoal in the barbecue. They are fuels. Why we call these three fossil fuels? They are actually related to the origin of the fuels. The reason is they are coming from the dead remains of the dead plants and or animals millions of years ago. 古代嘅動植物，佢哋死咗之後嘅殘渣，將佢變翻出嚟嘅。So let's look at the first example, coal, 煤。They are coming from plants living millions of years ago. When they die, they may be buried underground, 埋咗，俾泥土埋咗嘅。And these remains under the effects of high temperature, high pressure, and the action of bacteria. There's some process occurring, they will turn into coal, 變咗做煤，由植物變成出嚟嘅化石燃料煤。Nowadays, coal is usually used in the power stations to generate electricity. 燒煤發電 and for Hong Kong, most of the electricity generated by the power station, we are making use of burning these fossil fuels. Now, how about crude oil, natural gas? For Form 3 students, you know this in detail already. 過多2年你 Form 3讀 Chem 你就會讀呢，就再讀呢 part 嘅。However, Form 1, I will give you this brief introduction first. This time, we have also sea animals and plants 喺海洋嘅動植物。So when they die, again, they will be sink to the bottom of the sea, buried by the sand or mud, and again, under the effect of high temperature, pressure, and the action of bacteria, they are turned into natural gas and crude oil. So if the substance produced, they are in liquid form, they are called crude oil. Some of the substance they produce in gas form, they are called natural gas. So usually they are found nearby each other. So crude oil actually is seldom used as a fuel directly. We need to refine it to produce different kind of fuel. So such as petrol 汽油，揸車汽車會上嘅 petrol, liquefied petroleum gas usually in cooking, and also diesel oil for heavy vehicles such as trolleys and shuttle bus. 旅遊巴、貨車啲大車通常就用柴油。Diesel oil. You will learn this in detail in Form 3, or some of you have already watched some of the parts in my YouTube channel about Form 3 about crude oil. 你有興趣嘅喺我呢條 YouTube channel 嗰度可以揾到 Form 3，我遲啲都會再講呢 part how to get fuel from the crude oil. And lastly, for natural gas, they're used as fuel directly. Some of the countries, they will use natural gas as cooking and fuels in the cars. Hong Kong, we still use some of the natural gas to generate electricity. 有少天然氣發電嘅，再我嚟做碳 gas， 呢個叫做煤氣碳 gas. Alright, so now for page 123, there is so-called key point, but I remove the word key point here. Actually, I don't call this a key point. In this video, I just introduced one of the energy source, fossil fuel, and how can we generate electricity. And fossil fuel, they cannot be replenished, 唔可以補充 after they are used because it takes millions of years. So sometimes we call them non-renewable energy sources， 不可再生嘅能源嘅 source， 即係一啲嘅能源嘅 source 可以叫咩咧？一啲資源 OK。So this ends about part 1 for the energy source about the introduction of fossil fuel. So maybe tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, I will upload the remaining part about some alternate energy sources.